One thing I'm going to talk about now that I was going to mention a lot more in detail earlier on, but I've kind of just decided to move on with, is the idea of artist persona. Modest Management, which was the same management company that managed One Direction, were really well known for kind of assigning a personality to each member of their respective bands to kind of sell them as like fictional characters that you can assign yourself to, if that makes sense. I mean, even to this day, we all talk about, like, who's your favorite member? Whose lane are you in? I guess the modern K-pop version of this would be like, who's your bias? So they kind of picked personalities for each member of the band and had teenage girls and other fans of theirs assign themselves, like, which one is your favorite? Which one do you align with most? I watched Jasmine Zaid's video on One Direction that came out a few years ago already, and this made me realize that it wasn't just a Five Sauce thing, but it was a thing that was done with One Direction as well. Again, because I don't know anything about One Direction. It's a great marketing tactic, it is, but to kind of pitch your real life musicians and people as like sitcom characters is a bit bizarre. I know that this has been done decades before as well, with bands like S Club 7 and the Spice Girls, basically everything by that Simon guy. So Modest Management didn't invent this formula. It's been done for many, many years now. Disney Channel famously also did this with their celebrities, except with acting as well, not in just singing. But since I know a lot about Five Sauce, allow me to describe the sort of personalities they were assigned to by their management at this time. I feel like this is highlighted a lot in the documentary because when they all get their own little personal talking heads, I feel like, yes, they are, emblematic of who they are as people, but they also really put a lot of emphasis on the specific characteristics they wanted to sell each member as in their story. Ashton was always described as the fatherly, older figure, the more responsible one of the group. Daddy, if you will. Luke was supposed to be the mysterious, kind of quiet, leading man who is, the most desirable, but you don't really know anything about him. Callum was supposed to be like the fun, partying jock type. He makes jokes. He's the great to party with. They highlight the fact that they partied a lot, specifically in Callum's section, even though they were all kind of in this culture at the time, not just him. So he's like the fun-loving goofball one. And then Michael was supposed to be like the edgy, emo, depressed kid. The amount of times all of these interviews around this time emphasized the fact that Michael was supposed to be depressed is beyond me. All of this is very, kind of gross in retrospect. Again, it's not like anything they say in the documentary is false. It's just that what they choose to bring up and what they choose to leave out really kind of highlight how they were selling these personalities within the band.